a scandal that happened. A fake AstroTurf scandal that happened with Stephen A. Smith.
So lame.
Poor guy.
Yes, he made the grand mistake of liking Beyonce marginally more than he likes Rihanna. And the internet just exploded with backlash against him for this. So
look, those Beyonce fans are
happened.
not one to mess around with.
Right. Stay on Twitter.
Yeah.
Well, he was on Sherry Shepherd's show. She's taken over for Wendy Williams, and they talked about the fact that Rihanna is going to perform at the Super Bowl. And this is new because she's taken off time from doing music. She's more been in the business of selling beauty products, and she just had a kid. So I guess that's why it's newsworthy. But he responded by saying, I don't want to say I'm not excited. She's fantastic. And he went on further. He was like, she's spectacular. She's legend.
She's amazing.
Because, he talks in this exaggerated tone. Yeah. He's from ESPN. He has to have big opinions, right? Yep. And then he qualified it by saying there's one thing she's not. She ain't Beyonce. Ugh. And look, if you have seen clips of Stephen A. Smith, he does this to get viral moments, to become a TikTok sound, right? Yep. Or to get posted elsewhere, to go viral, right? So he exaggerated his very tepid opinion about Rihanna.
And then was just smacked down.
And was immediately humiliated across the internet. I was shocked that this even got as much attention as it did. Like, are we really that desperate for happenings?
Yes, we are. Well, it's just funny to me because it really is. It's like you could mess up at any point in time. Like, if he had done this the other way around, what if he had said, you know what Beyonce's not? She's not Rihanna. Like, would the same thing have happened? Would the same thing have happened? No. There's no concrete terminology. There's no concrete standards as to what makes something apology worthy. But like Beyonce
seems to have been given this sacred cow status in Hollywood where you cannot
she's like Michelle Obama.
Say anything negative.
No, she's higher, dude.
She's higher than Michelle Obama.
I've in this podcast, I've said several times that I had to write a 15-page paper on Beyonce and the male gaze. And I got a B, which is miraculous, because it's as if I didn't believe what she'd said enough.
Unbelievable.
So, I don't know what it is about Beyonce in particular. I think Beyonce in culture is the equivalent to what Hillary was in 2016 in politics. But this woman is untouchable.
Yeah, can't touch her.
And, I am man, I am full of sin. I've dated many liberal women in my past. And all of them I've asked, listen, mi amor, please explain to me why Beyonce is such a big deal. And all of them say, you just wouldn't get it. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But please explain. And they can't explain.
I don't think any of them listen to her music.
No, they do. No, they do.
I had this friend in high school who literally had a picture of Beyonce in her locker. And I was like, wow, are you really that into Beyonce? And she was like, yeah, I love her. She's amazing. And I was like, why? And she was just like, she just is, okay? And
Seriously?
I was like, she could not name a single song that she liked other than Single Ladies.
It's like a weird.
And then later on, she admitted to me, she was like, I was just embarrassed to admit it, but like I didn't have a personality and I just pretended to like Beyonce because
honestly,
I was young and naive.
That's stan
what
culture.
A queen.
That's stan culture.
Damn, I mean, good on you for at least admitting it. Anyways, Stephen A. Smith was driven to humiliation and he made the following apology video, and Leslie Jones didn't accept it because it's her apology to accept or refuse.
You're a superstar. You're sensational, and you are a worthy person to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show. I apologize for creating whatever brouhaha comes up.
Is this a hostage situation?
I was like, I can't see the gun off screen.
Why is he in such a dark, why is he in the back of a van?
What a P word.
People twist it and turn it into something it ain't. My bad on that.
Dude, you can't do anything anymore. And this goes right back into what we do on the show here. Like anything you say becomes either whataboutism or it becomes like, so what you're saying is, and then insert whatever viewpoint. It's like, it's very interesting how I've noticed that you can go in one completely different direction with your conversation, and what people take from it can completely contradict what you were actually talking about. It's actually kind of fascinating because it kind of speaks to human communication and interaction when it's done in a platform where you can't respond in kind. Like, so it's a lot of people are like, this is what they would have liked to have said to him if they were there, but they're not there, which then leads him to having to make an apology about it.
Well,
What a stupid apology.
this apology was shown on The Daily Show, which has been taken over from Trevor Noah by Leslie Jones.
Is she the permanent host?
I do love
I think
TDS.
it's a temporary thing, but wow.
No, it's a
Imagine.
no.
Can
They're
you-
going to be rotating people in and out.
Yeah,
Forever?
until they find
Until they
a
find a new
permanent
permanent
one.
one,
But
yeah.
like, can you think of something more horrific? Leslie Jones, literally, we can't show the clip exactly in full, but Leslie Jones was screaming at the top of her lungs at the camera, addressing Stephen A. Smith after this apology
Dude.
because it wasn't good enough.
Do you think
And
Beyonce
she resented the fact that he called Rihanna sweetie in the video.
Oh yeah, they get really up in arms about any type of pet name or anything like that.
She
It
said,
kinda-
Who is
make
they?
like your
Yeah.
hairline and back the F off.
Damn.
like I love that you're just allowed to treat other human beings like that. The level of disparate, like the disparate size of their reactions. Like he makes a very tepid response
Right.
that basically says, "I wish that Beyonce did the Super Bowl," to her like berating his actual physical appearance. And you know that if he made any comment to the contrary back at her, he would then be dragged for making a
we
comment.
know what happens
Yeah.
when you say something negative
Yes.
about Leslie Jones's appearance.
You're not allowed to do that.
The
You're not-
world changes.
Funny if he was just like, yeah, in Ghostbusters 2016.
Which would be a fact. It would be a factual statement.
Yes.
So then Sherry Shepherd, who originally was in this conversation with him, made another video lambasting him because, you know, he just didn't
He's
get
just a
the
dude.
severe lashing that he deserved just yet, even after apologizing.
He's just a dude.
In this video, as she's talking about the situation, she's still deriding him, and then all of the audience is just white women with matching pink masks on their
Yeah.
faces, clapping like seals.
Arf,
Like,
arf, arf.
yes, girl boss. Yay, yes, Queen Slay.
Dude,
we hate him.
Then I need to know why. Why? What is it about Beyonce that inspires this level of commitment?
Dude, I'm telling you, I've asked.
When
They
was the
don't-
last time she was relevant?
is-
The last time I remember hearing anything about her was when she used the word spaz in a song, and then had
She's not relevant.
And she had
mean-
Me Too. She had Me Too background checks for her music.
She's
That was
like
the last thing she did.
She's like step 3 in MK Ultra. I'm telling you, like she does something to people.
And all of the NPCs just have the software update that they have to idolize Beyonce,
Yeah.
which is why they were reacting like that.
Is it
I
because,
think
like,
it's
is
some
it
mixture
is it
of
movies and
celebrity
TV?
idol worship
I don't know.
and white self-flagellation.
Yeah.
Like Beyonce is the typological black woman that
Yeah.
you are supposed to have like an obligatory worship.
That reminds
Because
me,
reaction
somebody
for-
got really mad at me when I said that Beyonce wouldn't have been a thing if Aaliyah had lived. Somebody got really mad at
I
me
bet.
and gave me like a 5-paragraph explanation as to why, yes, in fact, Beyonce still would have been who she was if Aaliyah had lived. I'm like, dude. It's like I made a comment. It was it was half a joke. Like I don't need
Right.
I don't need a dissertation on why you think you're right.
Oh, but you do.
But you do.
You need to write a 15-page paper on her and the male gaze. So, okay. So, Michelle Obama, her thing is that white liberals see her as her minority mommy. But what would be Beyonce then?
It's the affluent white liberal females. The awfuls are controlling the narrative.
They talk a lot
Those
about-
were all of the women in the audience, just like clapping like robots. Like
So
we have
basically,
to have this opinion. Yes, go. Yes, Queen Slay. We hate Stephen A. Smith.
What will I listen to while I'm cleaning the house? Vibes from the women, like this is they listen to Beyonce while cleaning the
Dude,
house.
I was just thinking about this the other day. Daytime television is in such dire straits. Like
It's never been in good
I mean,
straits.
it never was that great, right? But they at least, you know, they ran that shit like the Navy in the 90s and the 2000s. Like, Ellen was on her game, and now she just, you know, up and left.
Yeah.
And there are a ton of late night hosts that have up and left as well. I think there's a vacuum to be filled
No,
there.
I mean, late night is absolutely the one that's gone
it's way
the
worse.
worst quality.
Well, because the
Jimmy
late night host
Fallon.
actually has to be funny.
Guys, Jimmy Fallon. I mean, I've never seen more pain in someone's eyes than him.
His laughs are just so
Hey guys,
rehearsed.
I'd like to
It's like-
dance and be silly.
It's like
I'm like
his
50.
life is a Black Mirror episode,
Yeah, it really is.
There's a great episode to be made there.
right?
Right? Like they
Just
could
a
do that.
satirical take on Jimmy Fallon's
I think part of
terrifying
it,
life.
I think part of it for Beyonce is also like it's been such a part of like pop culture in general. Also, remember she was they keep calling her AstroTurfed. Her dad was a music producer.
Who?
Beyonce.
Ah.
Her
Yeah.
dad was a music producer, which is why.
I remember this story she told where her dad would make her run up and down staircases while singing to improve her breath work, and she dropped out of school in 7th grade, which is actually a common
based.
story for a lot of celebrities. They drop out in the middle of like usually before high school and never go back to school because they just pursue that entertainment career to the fullest, which I understand, like, if that's your choice, that's cool and everything, but I don't think that they value education as much as they say they do. And they behave as if they're overeducated individuals, but they know nothing about the real world.
We are getting dangerously close to a crisis party, and then I'm going to ask the chat to see if anyone can pull. I picked a Scream. I didn't pick the King Kong Scream.
I haven't even heard this one.
Yeah,
yet.
like,
is it actually scary?
No. I don't think it's scary per se, but somebody will have to be able to tell me in the chat if they know what movie the line is from, and then we will have to see. The rest of it, is it scary? Is it not scary? I don't think it'll be scary to the chat because it's farther away. They won't be able to hear it as well as you guys will. The people downstairs will definitely feel the room shaking slightly once it goes off.
By the way, over 900 viewers.
Yes.
Pretty based.
Hello,
so
people.
apparently Beyonce is a big deal.
Right?
Frick! I
What
didn't even know it.
happened?
But
Or us shitting on Beyonce is a big deal.
So
you're not
I saw
allowed to.
this update here. Stephen A. Smith said after his apology, since his apology has been universally rejected, despite the fact, by the way, that Rihanna has said nothing on this subject.
Why would she care?
She of course doesn't care. Probably has no idea who Stephen A. Smith is. So here's what he said. All of the stuff going on in the world, and I'm being accused of black on black crime because I happen to like one artist more than another.
Would that make it
You've got to
misogynoir?
be kidding me.
A what?
Handcuff me now. Put it behind my damn back. Y'all got to be kidding me. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Black on black crime.
Would that make it misogynoir because he's also a guy?
Probably.
So he's not just a misogynist. It's not just black on black crime. It's
There are so many
misogynoir.
pseudo-intellectual conversations
I
to be
love-
had about him liking Beyonce more than Rihanna.
See, that's why you should like our show, guys, because I'm not an intellectual. Because I'm, in fact, dumb.
We're not pseudo-intellectual. We're anti-intellectual.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm anti-intellectualism.
Yes. You can't just be not an intellectual. You have to be actively anti-intellectual.
It's like has anybody ever seen the movie Boiler Room? In the scene where like they won't let you join the firm because it's a boiler room scam. They won't let you join the firm if you've got an S7 like an L7 license, like a broker's license. So here, yes, you could be like, oh, I've got a degree in broadcast journalism. We don't want you here on this show if you've got a degree in broadcast journalism. We're not here to do broadcast journalism. We're here to do fun.
It's actually wild to me how Beyonce dropped out of school at 13 and people are studying her career in college. Like for actual credit toward a degree that will get them into a position of power over you. Terrifying. Thank you. Oh, I like that.
Oh my god.
This is a lot.
Okay. No, I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming.
If anybody can tell me, I'm not sure if they've heard it that
That was
well.
so disturbing.
If they can tell me what
I
movie
feel
that
like
was from.
I'm having a fever dream right now.
Can I say something?
Yeah?
I miss the dance tunes. I need something to dance.
Yeah.
Well, look,
we do need like a crisis party.
a song. Like,
of
look,
some
somebody
kind.
will have to make a dance song.
Someone
for me
hit
to
up
use.
Carter and asked him about this.
But look,
But that was Carter's voice, by the way.
the crisis party part was
Crisis
crisis
party.
party was his voice. So you guys will have to you'll have to if somebody can tell me what movie that was from. Oh, somebody in the chat got it.
They got it.
The Aquarian got it. Yeah. See if anybody else. Yeah. Okay. It is from the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when April wakes up in the turtle's lair and she's looking directly at the horrifying image of Splinter.
A couple of people
Yep.
are saying they couldn't hear it.
Okay.
So we need to make it louder for next time. But it's
Oh,
like
God.
really
It's
loud.
so
in
loud.
person.
It's so loud in here,
Alright.
guys. It is like, it would be, the only other option would be to put it in the headphones, and that would take more programming. It's already automated, so.
And we might die.
Thank you. The
Yeah,
Aquarian
we might
Aquarian
have
got
panic
it.
attacks in here
Yeah.
if it gets any louder. So
Bjorg with the pipe says, Brett, no one could understand that. Well, the Aquarian understood it, so somebody did. Yes, I had a lot of fun making that one, and I'm going to need suggestions for the next sound effect. So if you ever want to scare the crap out of whoever's on the show, feel free to donate.
yes.
Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.